we had this announcement that Exxon Mobil is set to begin lithium mining operations in southwest Arkansas. Long-term project. They want to harvest lithium from South Arkansas. It's like they say it's like a brining process where I guess they put liquid in the ground and they suck the liquid up and then they remove the lithium from the brine. And this happens at like 10,000 feet down, according to the article. 10,000 feet down, they do this and get lithium. And apparently, and I didn't even know this, but Arkansas's got lithium deposits. And, one of according to the Exxon Mobil execs, it's one of the most concentrated lithium deposits in North America. There are others, but anyway, I had no idea. So that's going to be interesting. And, of course, and I don't see anything here about, economic development, how much. I don't see it in here. I'm not saying it's not going to happen when it comes to, maybe giving them incentives, but I don't think, why should we give ExxonMobil any taxpayer incentives when they need what we have? They want the minerals that are in our land. So, really it should be, well, come on in. But, we don't have to do anything to sweeten the deal. We have something you want for once. We're not competing with all these other states. Not every state has massive lithium deposits, at least not to my knowledge. But anyway, we'll wait and see how that works out. I mentioned this earlier. All four of Arkansas's U.S. House members, so the House delegation from Arkansas that we send to represent us. Oh, man, just to say that we send to represent us. All four of them have challengers, Democrat challengers in 2024. Interestingly enough, one of those, there's a primary too, Congressman Steve Womack, who was, he took a lot of criticism online that I saw. Republican Steve Womack took some criticism when he was backing Kevin McCarthy during that whole deal when Matt Gaetz called the motion to vacate the chair, and then it sent Washington, D.C. into turmoil. Yeah, and I'm smiling about it because I still think it was great. Anytime their plans don't work out, the American people are winning because let's be honest, they really don't do a lot to make the average American's life better. It's all just a bunch of nonsense. And so when they were at a standstill, things were, I don't know, in my opinion, they were better. But yeah, Womack was backing McCarthy, took criticism on that online, and now he's got a primary challenger in State Senator Clint Penzo. So Clint Penzo challenging Republican congressman. He served a very, very long time from up there in Northwest Arkansas, over there in Northwest Arkansas. And he's got a challenger now. He'll see how that works. Not the first time that, Womack has had a challenger, but we'll see. He is certainly got a war chest, as a formidable opponent when it comes to, he's going to have establishment friends everywhere. So we'll see what happens. But Clint Penzo challenging Congressman Steve Womack. Also, the other three also have Democrat opponents here. This piece by Neil Early, Michael Wickline over at the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. I'll zoom in a little bit for you. And we have Pine Bluff attorney Risey Howard filed for the 4th Congressional District, so that means that Bruce Westerman has a challenger. Congressman Westerman will have a challenger. And then we have a guy named John White who ran for Democrat in 2022 for Congress, but he's filed as an independent in that 4th District. But all four U.S. incumbents, Congressman Rick Crawford, French Hill, Steve Womack, and Bruce Westerman have filed to run for re-election, and they will face opponents. So anyway, interesting article. Check it out. And, the reason I'm not spending so much time on that is because, right? There's an article over at the Arkansas Times this morning that was talking about how maybe the dreams of the Democrats to no longer have a super minority, that it's within reach. They're not even talking about winning, to get really anywhere other than they're no longer a super minority. Maybe we can get to where we're no longer a super minority, we're just a minority. that's kind of the state of the Arkansas Democrats right now, and so it doesn't really seem. But with the state, I mean, come on, it's kind of ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that they would even think that there's a chance that the people are going to say, "Yeah, the Democrats, that's great. They stand against every one of the 10 Commandments, and we're all for that." Oh yeah, that's what I brought up Rosaria Butterfield, and you need to check this out. But that's what she talked about. She talked about envy and covetousness, and the desire to change your gender is actually based in envy. The desire to say, I don't want to be the way God created me, I want to be something else, is actually envy. And she talks about that. Again, Liberty University, packed full of students, and she gave this speech. She has a book coming out called Five Lies, I think Five Lies of the Modern Age. Anyway, it's fantastic. I've read articles about it, read reviews. I haven't read the book yet, but I'm going to. And you definitely need to check it out. Rosaria Butterfield and her testimony. She used to be a lesbian and came to faith in Christ and became a pastor's wife. It's an incredible testimony. And she was an English, or is an English, or was an English professor. Anyway, her speech was fantastic about the lies she believed versus the truth of the Bible, the truth of the gospel. And you guys need to check it out if you haven't.